Hello, Sagittarius. This is Crystal Rose. I'm a comfy soul. Welcome to the channel. I'm going to do a reading. I'm going to fly by the seat of my pants, my normal, however I function when I do private readings. So that's what I'm going to do. Right now I'm touching Angel Therapy, Doreen Virtue. She would hate this, but you're going to love it because it's all about you, right? All right, Sag, let's get a message for you and see what comes up. Please set an intention for what it is that you'd like to hear. That will help you understand where to apply this advice and the story and what, you know, what's what, right? Because this is a general read. And also just remember that this could be you I'm reading, or the person or the situation opposite of you that you're involved in or wish to be involved in. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. All right, let's go. Support. Yo, you got nothing but support. Okay, so I see you doing something very powerful. Now, here's the interesting thing. There's something that you're trusting in your intuition, and you have a lot of support from the ascended masters backing you up. Jesus, Buddha, Kuan Yin, etc., etc. Your whole ancestral tribe is here to hook you up. But there's something energetically. Now, I'm taking this two ways. You might be working with crystals. That might be a path for you in your career. But when I see this in a reading, I know that they're calling you out to be kind of like in my energy, you're doing what I'm doing at the moment. So at the moment, I'm focused on leveling up, building a membership group for group coaching to allow people to be connected to the community, work with other like-minded people, and then be supported by me in a closer way, right? Without having to, do private coaching or things that could get really costly if you want to work with me one-on-one, right? Readings are great, and they're great for check-ins, but accountability and consistency is the name of the game here, right? So I feel like there's something that you're actively working toward, that you're trusting your intuitive feelings about, okay? So I'm here to say, like, yes, follow through with that. This is something that you are being intentional about, and I'm here to support what your intention is, okay? Your intention is protected, Archangel Michael. So stay away from anything that is draining your energy, not good for you. Let go of worries. Don't over pray. You don't need to. It's kind of redundant and puts up like an energetic block. There is a past life issue here that is asking you to choose higher frequency things in your life. So I'm going to take a look at that really quick. It has to do with your healing and how you're able to see who your person is. They're showing me your healing and your third eye chakra. So in order for you to get this twin flame situation that I see before you, you need to break past some past life issue. They literally gave me the twin flame card. I always forget this card is in this deck, but you are a twin and this is the path you're on. There's something you know to be true about this. There's some kind of work you've studied. You might even have a book that you need to write about this. But there is something that you need to know. Tell me what they need to know about this. I actually, honestly, can see you walking away from a twin. Why would you do that? So you can go do work. Give me a second. Let me sit in this energy. I don't want to do a surface reading. I want to be legit and deep. So hold on. Let me sit with this. I feel like you have a serious parental wound, likely having to do with your father. This is a limiting belief that you have that is preventing you from moving forward and feeling like you can be in a relationship. You would rather focus on work. Work is your hiding space, but also a good place for you to learn from if you're intentional with it and you do something about your wound. So say you figured out that your parental wound is, you know, abandonment or what have you, right? So this makes you fearful of being in a relationship because you've already been abandoned or someone left you behind, right? This makes you overwork. It makes you feel like you have to be in control financially in order for you to be safe. I need you need you, Spirit needs you, but mainly you need you, to forgive this person so that you can be happy and move forward. Let me continue looking at this person that you're connected to. You're being pointed in the direction of the person that you're supposed to be with. And I think that because of your wound, it's keeping you distant and making you work on a surface level, and work on your abundance because you don't want to feel your feelings in your heart chakra. Okay, so then, Spirit, tell me about the person that's coming in. Let me put this away. Oh, hold on. They told me to go back to the past life issue. Thank you very much. Let's look at the past life thing, and then I'll know exactly what's going on, right? So I've been on the days that I'm setting an alarm, which isn't usually a thing for me, but on the days that I'm setting an alarm or, you know, coming out from a nap or what have you, I've been playing this song that I fell in love with that happens to be by Joe Jonas. Surprise, surprise. I didn't know I was a Jonas Brothers fan, right? So Joe Jonas has this song called You Are Not Alone, and I'm hearing it in my head right now. And it's really pretty, and it's basically like a love song from the universe and probably a crossed over loved one, I'm hearing for some of you, a masculine supporting you. So it's so beautiful, and it's this haunting voice, this deep, beautiful statement of you are not alone, I am here with you. And it's just such a supportive statement. So I need you to know that the universe greatly supports you, which is like, you started with Ascended Masters, right? That was how we started? Yeah. You started with support from the universe. So I'm hearing this correctly. Okay, thank you. All right. Let me continue with this past life and see what's going on. Sorry if my brain's working faster than my tongue, or so it's hard to channel sometimes. When I see a whole picture in my head, it's kind of hard to describe to you what's going on through that because it gets to be too much information when I'm expressing and explaining, right? So let me piece it together in my brain before I share. So I feel like you feel persecuted by this person, this parental figure, and also somebody that you dated. There was a karmic situation. In a past life, you were the opposite sex of what you are now. So you may be struggling with your current role, your position. I feel like you're here on the other side of this energy so that you can express and learn about yourself and cure and heal the past life situation by being on the opposite end of the story than you were in the past, okay? So it's like you were always getting in trouble. It's like you were, you know, jailed, persecuted, nothing was ever good enough. And maybe you were the wise one. Maybe you did have some wisdom to share, but you were in this karmic situation that made you feel stuck, imprisoned, like you needed to be or do something else or different. I'm really getting a very strong story of a parental figure walking away from you and making you feel like, and this could also be, I see two things. This could be you're the baby and this parental figure walked away from you and it left you feeling extremely trapped. Even though I see you with a community around you, I see a farm there, a nice grounded state, you're safe, you have a place to live, you're, you know, totally content, but someone left, that ship sailed, right? And I think it's intentionally triggering you to get out of this state of feeling like a baby, or maybe somebody actually left you with a child and you're having to figure out how to take care of this, right? But there is something beautiful in your wisdom, in your intuition, that is telling you, if you step into Christ-like teachings, if you step into what matters, what is real, love, that you are loved, you're safe, protected in the universe, do unto others, don't be greedy, lust. They're showing me the 7 sins for some reason. So what is it? Greed, lust. I'm actually going to look it up because I want to be thorough with the list. 7 deadly sins. Yeah, because I feel like that could be a trap for you if you're stuck in these things. So pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth. Don't be lazy. Don't be too macho or overly prideful about yourself or your position. Don't be entitled, I'm hearing is the word. Don't be greedy. Don't hoard for yourself because of your feelings of lack. Don't be wrathful. Don't seek karma. Don't try to hurt people because you feel hurt. Don't try to ruin somebody else's fun or their win or their story because you feel resentful of that. Envy. Don't be jealous. There's no reason to be jealous. You are who you are. If you're owning your beauty, your awesome, your humanness, your individuality, there's no reason to be envious of somebody else or their position. You can just move on and be happy, okay? Lust. Don't overindulge. Don't spread your energy thin. Don't go trying to attention seek or looking to fill the daddy wound by, having sex everywhere or what have you. Gluttony. Don't overeat. Don't get, I'm hearing sugar addiction. I'm also hearing obsessive sexual energy. And sloth. If you want something, work for it. Don't wait for something to be handed to you. Don't be lazy and uncaring. Okay? Let's keep going. This is definitely about you healing, Celtic energy, and being your own authority. So here you are very wounded from somebody who hurt you, that was a figure that you thought should have loved you, honored you, etc., etc. And now you need to realize you got to pull up your pants and you got to be the person who's taking charge of your life, not feeling needy or insecure because this happened. There's so many more other people in this world that can support you. So you have some healing to do. There it is, the healing. There's the health card. And the way that you're going to get through this is to vow to be spiritual, to vow to get back to your twin soul, to vow to, and this doesn't mean necessarily to be in a relationship with somebody who didn't grow or isn't ready. This is about you growing and getting ready to be your own best friend, to take charge of your own life. And the way you're going to do that is to get into what you're good at, your passion, your arts, your creative center, doing you. Because you spend too much time and energy begging for somebody's love. You might even get the love and attention of somebody you don't even care about, but you stay too long because you feel like, oh, at least I'm being loved. You're staying in a situation that's not good for you. When really, honestly, you just need grounding. You need to tune into you. You need to look at self. You need to find your own way. And definitely this is through your own spirit. So let me get you some advice. And I want to look at, actually, before I get you some advice, show me the energy of the person that is your twin. Show me the archetype card. So this is archetype deck from Carolyn Mace. If you're interested in this deck, you can find it in the description down below. There's a link. But it has a shadow side and a light attribute. So if this person that you're interested in, that you feel is the one for you, that you're kind of like trying to figure out how to get with them. Okay, this flew out. This will show you what needs to happen. It came out in reverse, actually. Are these all upside down? No, they're not. So maybe this is the shadow attribute, which is misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends. Oh, and what did I say? I was really stuck on not being selfish, right? 7 deadly sins. Okay. I'm going to read the next thing that's after the list. I'm looking at Wikipedia, so if you want to read further, you can. And how did I look it up? 7 deadly sins is the topic, right? It says, these sins are often thought to be abuses or excessive versions of one's natural faculties or passions. For example, gluttony abuses one's desire to eat. So yeah, I covered it, but they wanted me to reiterate that these overindulgences are what's holding you back. Like, don't be greedy or selfish. That prevents you from being with the person you're supposed to be with. Or more importantly, honestly, through the twin flame situation, just knowing who you are and what you need. That's the intention of a twin flame. It's not to get married and have this magical romance and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's great. That's a cherry on top. The actual goal is for you to meet you and remember who you are when you left God. Okay? So, misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability, and entitlement. Oh, did I not say the word entitlement? I'm throwing down. Woo! Telling you, people. Be careful. Be legit. Be an authentic person, and you will run into your twin soul. Tell me about the person that's coming towards you. Like, how do you need to step up to meet this person that's coming in, right? Because you're not aligned now. And if you want this high level love, you need to become this other version of this person, right? The rebel. They challenge authority. They make social change. They see what needs to be made right. They reject spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. So they don't just go with the flow. This person isn't dogmatic. They don't have a particular set of rules. They do authority the right way in a different way. They do it their way. They don't follow somebody else's thing. Where you might be following somebody else's thing or being excessively forceful in that realm because you think that's the safe route, but that's not safe. That's just kind of doing what everybody else does, and that's not fun, right? Okay, so this person's a rebel. Let me show you this card, actually. Notice they're chilling. Even though they're rebellious and doing things their way, they're super chill, right? And maybe you're trying too hard, because this was the athlete, the determination. I read the shadow attribute, but the positive attribute of this is doing things for the right reason and asserting your willpower for the greater good of all people involved, right? Doing things the right way. So if you do things the right way, you'll find somebody who is rebellious in the right way. Yeah, see, because here's the thing. They're not going to let you bully them. That's what's holding you back. The person that you meet is going to challenge you. So, okay, so Spirit's showing me that you did deal with this person. This is somebody that you know. Is this accurate? Show me that they know this person. I'm going to use Psychic Tarot by John Holland. I feel like you know them. Show me. Yes, you totally do. Because you're emotionally pulled back. Like, why aren't they with me? Why did they leave me? What happened? The reason that happened is because you're a bully. Or they're a bully, really. I feel like you know there's a connection to this person and you're asserting your willpower in keeping this person around, but this person's actually a bit of a bully and they don't, they could be intimidating, right? But when they're healed, they no longer have this intimidation factor. They're not trying to force you to do something. So this healed person could be intimidating to you as an authority figure, but they're not asking you to be something different. They're asking you to look at yourself and know who you are and be that person. I feel like they're coming from an abusive situation, so you being forceful and pushy is not working for them. You understand? So I think you push this person away, and you've been just dating other people since then. But this is someone that you want to go back to, but you need to take a good hard look at yourself in order to be with this person. You understand? That's what's holding you back. You're over here trying to control all these other people you're dating and all this stuff you're doing, and then saying, I'm in charge, I'm me, this is who I am, deal with it. And those aren't your people. And you know it, which is why you're just kind of like stepping over their heads. Because you don't really care about them. You care about this person who's calling you out on your shit. That's what you care about. Tell me more about this person. Yeah, they're teaching you. They're teaching you. They're humble. They're devoted to learning about themselves. They're not trying to teach you to change you. They're just being themselves, and they're inadvertently teaching you to be a higher level version. So I'm going to tell you, the person that you want to go back to didn't tell you who to be or what to do or how to better yourself. That's why you're so drawn to them, is because they didn't tell you what to do. So you're wondering why they stayed away, or why they didn't come chase you like the other people that you've been dating or dealing with. They keep coming back to ask you, do you want me now? Do you love me now? Blah, blah, blah. And you're just like, I'll see you, I'll date you, I'll play with you, and then I'm going to toss you aside. You just don't care about them because you want the one who taught you a damn lesson that's not telling you to be something or telling you to do something. They literally just hands off or being themselves. So this is a person who is evolved and needs you to catch up. Okay, let me look at what you've been dating. Just let me see what you've been doing. Yeah. It's your self-pity addiction. And if you can transcend and be of service to other people, instead of feeling like you're sacrificing who you are to stay in a relationship that you don't care about, because you really just want to be with this one person from the past. Let me see if they're open to you if you come back after you learned your lesson, because I feel like you've thrown a lot of people away in the interim, and this one person from the past is the one that you've been trying to get back to. And that's not fair to the other people you're dating if you're stuck on somebody else, you know? Yeah, I just blew your damn mind is what just happened. You need a new life. You need to destroy the idea of keeping these other people around that you've been messing with, because you really need to change your life to be with that person that you want from the past. How are they going to receive you? Are they going to let this happen? Because I feel like you're not talking and they're nowhere around you, because that's how distant they are from you. Oh, I accidentally pulled two things. Yes, they will let this happen. This isn't destroyed. It just never came off the ground. You never actually got anywhere with this person. You never got to date fully. It was more like a friend thing, and I think you still have them around as a friend, and you're trying to be more, and they're like, yeah, no, I smell that, and when you're not that anymore, maybe we can date. So they're willing to move forward when you show that you're ready, when you don't smell of desperation and insecurity and wounding. Understand? I hope that wasn't harsh. I'm really trying to help you in the best way I possibly can. Give me some advice. Angels and Ancestors by Kyle Gray. Let's give some advice to Sag. I aim to support you. So if you need specific information on a career path, or you're confused because you have way too many energies around you that you're dating or hanging on to, it's not the people that are chasing you or keep coming back or let you do this thing to them. This is the person that got away a long time ago that you just keep pining for. But in the meantime, because they didn't come give you attention like these other people did, you're like, oh, they must not be interested in me. But your heart is there. It's what you really want, but you're too embarrassed to say anything about it or do something different, to open up and be vulnerable instead of entitled. You want them to come chase you, and they're like, I deserve to get to know you as well. Like equals, yo. Yeah. This person is nurturing. They are comforting, and they will make you feel loved and comforted, but you have to be that also. They're grounded. They don't blindly give their energy away. They know how to take care of themselves. And that's something you take advantage of. You want people to serve you. You understand? It's too much. So yeah, they have a boundary. That's why this never got off the ground in the first place. They know that when they run into the right person, it's going to be key because that person honors them and serves them. Not because they're like begging for their attention, but because they actually honor and respect and see fully who this person is. Your heart's just shut down. You're too shut down, so you expect you're a little needy. That's what I'm saying. But the other people you're dating, they don't see the needy. They see the controlling person. Do you understand? I hope that made sense. Any last advice for Sag? Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. So yeah, you got to adapt. Don't use your little tricks and tactics to try to get somebody's attention. The person that you're going to from the past, they do care about you quite a bit. They just want to wait till you're ready. That's why you never actually dated yet. Okay? All right, I'm going to leave it there. If you're confused about who this is or you want extra confirmation, I absolutely invite you to come in for a private reading. Let's get it done. Let me confirm for you that this is the right person you're thinking of, that person from the past that you're scared to approach, that you're afraid doesn't love you because you haven't changed yet, but they love you. This is destined. It will happen. You just need to be a stronger version of you that's not playing this game of like material security or, you know, guarding your heart and expecting other people to like fall over you. All right. So if you like a personal read, go to comfysoul.com. There's a link down below. If you book yourself, it prevents scammers and all that fun stuff, right? So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. I totally appreciate you, and I will see you guys next time. Okay? Bye.